The Investment Corporation of Dubai, which holds stakes in some of the Emirates' top companies, on Wednesday announced a net profit of 10.3 billion dirhams for the first half of 2016. The consolidated financial results for the 6-month period ended June 30 also showed revenues of 82.5 billion dirhams, achieved against the backdrop of lower oil and commodity prices, a strong US dollar and lackluster global economic growth. The sovereign fund said in a statement cited by Emirates news agency WAM that revenues decreased by 7.8% and net profit decreased by 19.4% from the year earlier period. It said assets increased to 736.8 billion dirhams, up by 2.3% from the year-end position in 2015, primarily resulting from an increase in loans and receivables at its banking subsidiary, the acquisition of the Porto Montenegro, and the acquisition of ground handling businesses by a subsidiary. ICD added that its liabilities increased to 538 billion dirhams, rising by 2.7% from the year-end position, owing primarily to higher customer deposits at its banking subsidiary. Dubai-based developer Nakheel has confirmed that it is planning to award contracts worth at least 10 billion dirhams next year, a 66% increase from this year. A spokesman for the developer confirmed that the main contracts that are anticipated to be awarded within the next 12 months include building a 3.67 billion dirham, 600,000 square metre mall, likely to be a key feature of the Deira Islands project. The 7.5 billion dirham Jebel Ali Garden site, with up to 10,000 apartments in 42 buildings, and a contract for Palm 360, a 220-metre high hotel and residential tower complex, unveiled in September at this year's Cityscape Global Show. Next year's program is also likely to include an award for the Palm Gateway complex of 3 residential towers that will sit atop the Palm monorail station at the entrance to Palm Jumeirah. A 1.4 billion dirham contract for this project was initially granted in February this year to a joint venture between South Korea's SsangYong Engineering and Construction and China State Construction Engineering Corporation, but this was subsequently cancelled and the project retendered. A new deal is expected to be agreed next year. Nakheel awarded 6 billion dirhams worth of contracts this year, which included 2.3 billion dirhams worth of awards for retail projects, including the Deira Islands Night Souk, Warsan Souk, the new Circle Mall in Jumeirah Village Circle, and an extension of Dragon City. In October, the company said that its net profit for the first 9 months of this year rose by 39% year-on-year to 3.61 billion dirhams. Over 35% of drivers in the UAE will have to shell out more for their fully comprehensive car insurance in 2017 as a result of newly introduced tariffs from the UAE Insurance Authority, according to analysis from compareitforme.com. The new tariff system, due to take effect on January 1, will see UAE insurers adopt minimum insurance premiums of 1,300 dirhams for saloon cars and 2,000 dirhams for SUVs. The system also sets maximum insurance premium rates of no more than 5% of the value of a saloon car or 7% of the value of an SUV. However, according to compareitforme.com, with very few people in the UAE paying more than 5 or 7% for their insurance premiums, the biggest effect of the new tariff system will be that people pay more at the lower end of the market. According to statistics released by the site, 30% of saloon drivers currently pay less than the new premium rate of 1,300 dirhams. Meanwhile, 43% of SUV drivers currently pay less than next year's minimum premium rate of 2,000 dirhams. Taking these two groups together, 35% of UAE drivers will end up having to pay more for their car insurance in 2017. On average, Compare It For Me calculates that affected saloon drivers will have to pay 114 dirhams more for comprehensive insurance in next year than they did in 2016. And for the 43% of SUV drivers who will see insurance prices go up, an average increase of 428 dirhams is expected. Overall, affected UAE drivers will be paying an average of 262 dirhams more for comprehensive insurance in 2017. Telecommunications Regulatory Authority has released its 7th annual review of the telecommunications sector in the country. The report summarises the status of fixed line, mobile and data telecom markets in terms of numbers of subscribers as well as service penetration levels, revenues and usage rates, and covers 4 years from 2012 to 2015. Commenting on this report, His Excellency Majid Al-Mazma, the Acting Director General of TRA, said that the results presented in the report reaffirm the vibrant and robust nature of the UAE's telecommunications sector. The TRA added that subscriber numbers and usage volumes have continued to grow, while the licensees have worked tirelessly to respond to evolving consumer demands. Some of the main findings revealed by the review for 2016 were that the average monthly revenue per user of fixed telephone services was 102 dirhams, with an average of 126 minutes of calls per fixed line per month. The average revenue per user for mobile service is 112 dirhams per month, with average monthly call volumes of 151 minutes. For internet services, the average monthly revenue reached 416 dirhams per user, while the number of active mobile subscriptions has continued to grow, reaching about 18 million by the end of 2015. The UAE recorded a penetration rate of 209.8%, which is one of the highest mobile penetration rates in the world. Total international traffic from mobile phones reached 11.15 billion minutes in 2015, compared to 9.25 billion minutes in 2014. The report also revealed an increasing tendency of customers to subscribe to high-speed internet services.